Hello viewers, a warm welcome to you and to this 8th contest in the preliminary rounds of the National Science and Maths Quiz Program. Thank you for joining us. In case this is your first time of joining, I would like to restate that this is a competition aimed at helping our students to learn and apply science, as well as help in the public understanding of science. I hope that you enjoy the program. The two schools competing today are both saints, St. Mary's from the Greater Accra region and St. Peter's from the Eastern region. Well, two saints are going against each other. I don't know which one is, should I say better saint? But we are here to find out. But first, a break and a message from our sponsors. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For a more active life, rich and creamy Amstel Malta, the international quality low-sugar malt drink. Yeah, that's the way I like my malt drink, Amstel Malta. Low sugar with pleasurable taste and pure nourishment. For you to enjoy again and again. I like it.
I like it.
Amstel Malta. Look good, feel good.
Welcome back, viewers, to this preliminary round, this 8th contest in the preliminary round, the National Science and Maths Quiz Program. Now to the introduction of the contestants from the two schools. St. Peter's is on my right and represented by
Joseph Mouse Adibu, SS3.
Kevin Mark Oliver, SS3.
Ben Charles, SS3.
St. Mary's is to my left and represented by
Ifwasewa Jamna, SS3.
Benedicta Vaness, SS3. Bridget Palm, SS3.
Now that the students have introduced themselves, we are ready to go, and here are the rules for this competition. The two schools are competing by answering questions in biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics. The question that I put is to the school, so any of the contestants can answer. We will have 5 rounds of competition. At the beginning of each round, the rules for that particular round will be announced. Here are the rules for round 1, because of course we'll start with round 1. In round 1, most of the questions do not involve calculations. The contestants therefore have 15 seconds within which to give me an answer. A correct answer is worth 3 points. If the answer is not correct, I may pass the question on to the other school for a bonus point of 1 if they get it correct. For the few questions that involve calculations, the contestants have 30 seconds within which to give me an answer. Again, a correct answer is worth 3 points unless it's a bonus, in which case a correct answer is worth 1 point. We are ready to go. I'll start with St. Peter's on my right. St. Peter's. The properties of lithium compounds are supposed to be very similar to those of a certain metal in the periodic table. Which metal is this?
Magnesium metal.
Magnesium metal. Yes, that's correct. St. Mary's. The properties of silicon compounds are similar to those of a certain element. Which element is this? Benedicta?
Carbon. Carbon.
No. Yes, if we are.
Calcium.
No. No, the last chance to Benedicta.
Germanium.
No. St. Peter's for a bonus. Oliver.
Boron.
Boron, yes. You should remember that there's something called the diagonal relationship. That's what we are using. We are testing for here. St. Peter's. If sine theta equals 1, what is cos 90 minus theta? And only one attempt. Joseph?
It's 1.
1, yes. All right. St. Mary's. If sine theta equals 1, what is cos 90 plus theta? Efia? No. Efia?
-1.
That's better. St. Peter's, complete the following sentence. During DNA replication, and this is only one attempt. During DNA replication, adenine pairs with Oliver. Thiamine. St. Mary's, complete the following sentence. During DNA replication, guanine pairs with Benedicta.
Cytosine.
Cytosine.
Cytosine, sorry.
Cytosine. Yes. Okay. Now fill in the blanks. Both schools. St. Peter's. A gas turns into blank when it condenses. I want only one answer. A gas turns into blank when it condenses. Charles.
Liquid.
Liquid. St. Mary's, again, fill in the blanks. Blank of water remains the same when the water is boiling. Bridget.
Temperature.
Temperature. St. Peter's, what name is given to the folds of the inner membrane of the mitochondrion? Joseph.
Christi.
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 Christi. St. Mary's, why are mitochondria most numerous in cells with a high level of metabolic activity? Bridget. Oh no, sorry, Benedicta.
Respiration takes place in the mitochondria. That is, energy is released. Respiration takes place to release energy in the mitochondrium.
So continue.
So when a particular tissue has a lot of mitochondria, more energy is released.
Okay, that's good. St. Peter's, define the standard enthalpy of neutralization of an acid. Oh, sorry, Joseph.
It is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of an acid reacts to 1 mole of a base to form 1 mole of water.
Oliver, I want to ask something.
It is the energy change when 1 molar concentration of an acid reacts with 1 molar concentration of a base to produce the corresponding salt and water.
Okay, let me give you 2 out of 3. We have to add under standard conditions. I have to add that. St. Mary's, define the standard enthalpy of combustion. Bridget.
Is the enthalpy change when 1 mole of a substance burns completely in excess oxygen under standard conditions.
Okay. St. Peter's, if 4 raised to the power x over 2 is 16, what is x? Oliver.
X is 4.
X is 4. St. Mary's, if a raised to the power x, all raised to the power 2 over 3. That's I have a raised to the power x in bracket, all raised to the power 2 over 3. If this is equal to 1 over a squared, what is x? Bridget.
S equals -3.
-3. St. Peter's, when a ray of light is reflected from a mirror, it obeys 2 simple rules. Name these rules. Oliver.
The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and also the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane.
St. Mary's, what kind of mirror can magnify? I want only one answer. What kind of mirror can magnify? Bridget.
Convex mirror.
I can't, no, it's not right. It's concave and I can't pass it on because it's one or the other. Viewers, that brings us to the end of round 1.
For a more active life, rich and creamy Amstel Malta, the international quality low-sugar malt drink. Yeah, that's the way I like my malt drink, Amstel Malta. Low sugar with pleasurable taste and pure nourishment. For you to enjoy again and again. I like it.
I like it.
Amstel Malta. Look good, feel good.
Well, viewers, I like the pace of this particular contest. You're doing fine. Here are the scores. St. Peter's is leading. They have 24 points and St. Mary's has 18 points. We come to round 2. In round 2, we try and ask questions which indicates how the students are applying the knowledge in science that they have learned. Also trying to relate science to our everyday lives. Again, most of the questions here do not involve calculations, and the contestants will have 15 seconds within which to give me an answer. Again, the correct answer is worth 3 points. If the answer is not correct, I may pass it on to the other school for a bonus point of 1 if they get it correct. For the few questions that involve calculations, the contestants will have 30 seconds within which to give me an answer. Again, the correct answer is worth 3 points or 1 if I pass the question on to the other school. Good luck to both of you. St. Mary's. Your first question in round 2. Which gas is commonly used as fuel for welding metals, especially steel, by auto mechanics in Ghana? Afia?
Carbon dioxide.
No. Last chance, Afia.
Hydrogen sulfide.
St. Peter's for a bonus. Charles.
Oxy-ethane gas.
I can accept. No, a bonus is only 1 chance. The gas is ethane, not oxy-ethane gas or acetylene. St. Peter's. How is ethane produced by small-scale welders? Yes, Joseph.
By reacting calcium carbide with water.
Yes. St. Mary's. What is the area of a circle inscribed in a square which has an area of 16 centimeters squared? And leave your answer in pi. Afia?
64 pi.
No. Okay, I'll try Bridget.
Pi 16 squared.
No.
St.
Last chance, Afia.
16 pi.
No. St. Peter's for a bonus. Joseph?
4 pi centimeter squared.
Yes. St. Peter's. If the measures of the exterior angles of a certain polygon are added, and this sum is divided by the number of sides of the polygon, the result is 18. How many sides does the polygon have? Oliver?
20 sides.
Yes. St. Mary's. Which is the major atmospheric gas responsible for global warming? Afia?
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, your favorite. St. Peter's. Animals give off carbon dioxide while plants take in carbon dioxide. In a balanced nature, this give and take generally keeps atmospheric carbon dioxide fairly constant. What therefore accounts for the current increasing trend in atmospheric carbon dioxide? Joseph?
Combustion of fossil fuels and combustion of fuel in cars.
Yeah, okay. Charles, you want to add something to it?
Combustion of fossil fuels and then decay the composition of organic matter.
No, I think I'll give you, no, I should give you 1 out of 3. See, because there are so many things and whatever you are saying add up to 1. Increased industrialized process will add. Then the exhaust fumes from that's the combustion. And then deforestation, the bush burning. So that's why I'm giving you 1 out of 3. St. Mary's. Scientifically, what are the tusks of an elephant? You know the tusks of an elephant? The thing that comes out of the elephant, scientifically, what are they? If you are?
It's a defense organ.
No. Hey, we haven't had. If you are?
It's used for
I didn't ask you what it was used for. I said, what is it scientifically? St. Peter's, Oliver.
Incisors. Incisor teeth.
Yes, they are an outgrowth of the incisor teeth. St. Peter's. What name is given to the offspring produced by crossing a female horse with a male donkey? Joseph.
A mule.
A mule. St. Mary's. The byproduct of the reaction between calcium carbide and water is industrially important, but it is often thrown away. What can it be used for? Benedicta?
It can be used for whitewashing walls.
Yes. Yes. And that substance is slaked lime or calcium hydroxide. And I hear a lot of people go to Tema, collect this, and use it for whitewashing. St. Peter's. What is the raw material for biogas? Charles?
Organic manure.
No, I won't take organic manure for an answer. Just one more chance. Yes, Joseph.
The feces of animals.
Yes. St. Mary's. If there are 6 roads between town A and town B, and 4 roads between town B and town C, how many different ways are there of traveling from A to C through B? If we are?
10 factorial.
No. St. Peter's for a bonus. Yes, Charles?
24 ways.
24 ways. You can go any of the 6 ways times any of the 4 ways. That's all. St. Peter's. There are 10 vacant seats in a railway compartment. In how many ways can 2 people seat themselves? Oliver?
90 ways.
90 ways. St. Mary's. The image formed using a plane mirror is virtual. How then can you find the position of this image given the following? You just use the following to find the position. A plane mirror, a pin, a paper, a ruler, and a pencil. St. Peter's. Yes, Joseph. Put your hand down.
Use the method of no parallax. You place the pin in front of the mirror, or you measure the distance in front of the mirror to the pin, and then you trace the ray of the image behind the mirror with another object pin, and find them in such a position that there are no parallax.
Yes, my physics consultant was so sure that that's what you would say, but that's not correct. You have only one pin. You don't have another one, so you can't use the method of no parallax because you have only one pin. It's a relatively long process, but I think we all should learn that because you only have a plane mirror, a pin, a paper, a ruler, and a pencil. And he said you draw a straight pencil line along the middle of the paper, and you stand the mirror on that line. Then you place the pin upright in front of the mirror, and you mark this position. You line up one edge of the ruler with the image of the pin and draw a straight line along that edge. Then you do this for another position. You use the same pin, you do it for another position. And then you remove the mirror. Then you just join those two lines. All right. St. Peter's. If you stand in front of a plane mirror, your image is erect and virtual. Besides these descriptions, your image will obey 3 other rules of description. Name them. Yes, Charles.
The image will be laterally inverted. Then it will be the image will be as the distance from the distance of the object from the mirror will be as the same as the image distance, and also the image will be of the same size as the object.
That's correct. St. Mary's. One pollutant of air is lead, which comes mainly from motor vehicle exhaust. Give me 2 symptoms of lead poisoning in children. Benedicta.
It affects the respiration of the children.
I said give me 2 symptoms. St. Peter's for a bonus. Joseph.
Mental retardation and convulsion.
No. And, okay, the mental retardation is important, so I'll just give you the bonus point. But there are, apart from the mental retardation, there's also anemia and kidney failure, but I think the mental retardation is more popular. So although he mentioned only one, I'll give him the bonus point. St. Peter's. Another air pollutant is smoke or soot, which comes from domestic fires, vehicle exhaust, and bushfires. Give me 2 ways in which smoke and soot can affect photosynthesis. All right, Oliver.
The soot settle at the surface of the leaf and settle on the stomata, so there's decrease in exchange of gases, and also it prevents the rate of incident light penetration in the...
Oh, that's good enough. Well, viewers, that brings us to the end of round 2. At the end of the second round, St. Mary's has 24 points, St. Peter's 50 points. We move on to round 3, which we call the problem of the day. In this round, both schools are answering the same question. We pose the question in the form of a problem, and the school should solve it within 3 minutes. At the end of 3 minutes, they go up to the board and show us how they solve the problem of the day. Today's problem is worth 5 points. And the contestants can turn their sheets on, and here is the problem of the day. In a certain town, the probability that it will rain on any given day depends on whether or not it rained the previous day. If it rains today, then the probability that it will rain tomorrow is 1/5. If it does not rain today, then the probability that it will rain tomorrow is 2/5. If it rained on Monday, what is the probability that it will rain on Wednesday? Viewers, this is the problem of the day.
For a more active life, rich and creamy Amstel Malta, the international quality low-sugar malt drink. Yeah, that's the way I like my malt drink, Amstel Malta. Low sugar with pleasurable taste and pure nourishment. For you to enjoy again and again. I like it.
I like it.
Amstel Malta. Look good, feel good.
Well, welcome back, viewers. We have solutions to the problem of the day. I'll ask a student each from the two schools to go up to the board and show us how they solve the problem of the day. Viewers, we have the solutions from the two schools, St. Peter's on my right and St. Mary's on my left. Well, St. Monica will give her own. This is the supervisory saint in this contest. So we'll give you our solution to the problem of the day. This was a probability problem. When it rains, then the probability that it will rain the following day is 1/5. But if it doesn't rain, then the probability will be 2/5. This is the information that we were given, and that if it rained on Monday, the contestants were to find out the probability that it will rain on Wednesday. So there's a day in between. We have to consider Tuesday. And there are, on Tuesday, you don't know, it could have rained, or it could be that there was no rain. So if it rained on Monday, assuming that it rained on Tuesday also, the probability there would be 1/5. But no, if it rained on Monday, it's always that the rain on Tuesday will be 1/5, and no rain then. If it rained on Tuesday, the probability is 1/5. No rain for that probability will be 4/5. Okay. Now, from Tuesday going, again, we have two possibilities. That it will rain on Wednesday, which is 1/5. And when that happens, then the probability that it won't rain on that Wednesday will be 4/5. But if you go on the other side of the probability tree, then if it didn't rain on Tuesday, which is, we don't consider that 4/5. If it didn't rain on Tuesday, then the probability that it will rain on Wednesday is now 2/5. And the probability that it won't rain is 3/2. We may not use that either. So if we want the probability that it rained on Wednesday, we go two ways. 1/5 that it rained on Tuesday, and another 1/5 that it rained on Wednesday. So that's 1/5 times 1/5. That gives us 1 unit. Then if we go on the other side, that is on Tuesday, it didn't rain, the probability there was 4/5. But on the same Tuesday, now the next day, going on Wednesday, probability that it rained is 2/5 because it didn't rain the previous day. So that's 2/5, and of course, if we're considering no rain, that would have been 3/5. But we want the probability that it rained on Wednesday. So on the other side of the probability tree, we have to multiply 4/5, which is no rain on Tuesday, times 2/5, which is rain on Wednesday, because the previous day there was no rain. So the probability now is 2/5. So you multiply 4/5 times 2/5 for the other side of the probability tree. And since we have to consider both, we add these two together. So if you do that, it's 1/5 times 1/5, which is 1/25, plus 4/5 times 2/5, which is 8/25. So if you add the two together, the probability is 9/25. So that is how we expected the problem solved for this particular one. So now let's look at the solution from St. Peter's. Now they're saying that the probability that it rained on Tuesday is 1 over 5. Of course, we have to consider that. But that should have been on the early part of the tree, because it's going from Monday to Tuesday. Okay. And of course, if you have 1/5 as one probability, the other branch of the tree will be 4/5. Okay. Or probability on Tuesday, that is, if it didn't rain on Monday, it would be 2 over 5, all right. But again, we would have the 4 over 5, the probability on the earlier branch of the tree, okay. And so the tree itself, the distribution here, we've left things a little, no figures earlier on. But after that, the probability that it rained on Monday is 1/5 on, but it rained on Monday, so you sort of don't use that. It's like, if it rained on Monday, what happens on Tuesday and what happens on Wednesday? That's what you should do. So the 1/5 on Monday is, and I think that's where the confusion started. So the probability that it rained on Tuesday, it can't be 1/5 times 2 over 5. This is what they were trying to do. And I think that's where the mistake came. And so really there was no solution, and the tree is not quite what it should be. But the 1/5 and the other probability being 4/5 or 2/5 and 3/5, because of that concept, I think I'll give St. Peter's 2 out of 5. Again, with St. Mary's, the beginning of the tree, again, something is missing. But we have to start on Monday and go to Tuesday, and so we must have some probabilities between the Monday and the Tuesday. So it's the same problem as St. Peter's. But then after the tree, the 1/5 and 4/5 is there. It's like they pick the tree a little too, later on. And then there's a probability that it rained, and then another probability that it rained, on the next day. And pick that as 1 over 5. I'm assuming 1 over 5 times 1 over 5, and they got 1 over 25. But they should also have considered the other branch of the tree. See, because you can't ignore it. Because if it didn't rain on Tuesday, it still can rain on Wednesday. But they didn't consider that at all. But they got the concept that they got the concept of 1 over 25, but not considering the other branch too is a bad omission. So they didn't finish. So I think I'll give St. Mary's also 2 out of 5. In round 4, most of the questions involve calculations, and we'll give the contestants 30 seconds within which to give me an answer. 15 seconds if the questions do not involve calculations. We have a few of those questions in round 4. Again, a correct answer is worth 3 points. If the answer is not correct, I may pass the question on to the other school for a bonus point of 1 if they get it correct. So these are the rules for round 4. I go back and start with St. Peter's. St. Peter's. A rectangle X, Y, Z, W has Z, Y side equals 2. Let me start again. In rectangle X, Y, Z, W, YZ is equal to 2. And the diagonal YW is equal to 2 root 5. How long is the side of a square whose area is the same as the area of X, Y, Z, W? Yes, Charles.
16 centimeters squared.
No. Oliver.
4 centimeters.
No. Oliver.
2 centimeters.
No. A bonus to St. Mary's. No, the answer I have is 2 root 2. I think you multiplied the 2, but that's why you got that. I got 2 root 2. St. Mary's. If 1/5 of a cup of liquid weighs 3 kilograms, How many kilograms will 3/5 of a cup of the same liquid weigh? If we are 9 kilograms. All right, St. Peter's. Give me 3 causes of chlorosis. 3 causes of chlorosis. Yes, Charles.
Lack of magnesium in the soil, and then lack of magnesium, and then nitrate in the lack of magnesium in the soil, nitrate in the soil, and then excessive use of water from the plant.
Now let me give you 1 out of 3. Well, lack of magnesium, there are other ions too which could be missing, but lack of light, and sometimes because they are infected, infection can also cause that. And some plants it's just genetic. So of all the things that you're saying, I can only give you 1. St. Mary's, give me 3 methods of asexual reproduction in lower animals. Benedicta.
Conjugation, sporulation, and binary fission.
Well, I'll also give you 1 out of 3. I mean, I asked for 3 methods of asexual reproduction, and you are saying conjugation. So it's fission, fragmentation, and budding. St. Peter's. The price of a unit of electricity, that is 1 kilowatt of electricity, is 500 cedis. How much will a consumer pay if he switches on the following gadgets for a day? In fact, this preamble is to both schools, so let me repeat it. The price of a unit of electricity is 500 cedis. How much will a consumer pay if he switches on the following? St. Peter's, the following gadget for a day. A 3 kilowatt electric gadget. The unit of electricity is the kilowatt. Yes, Oliver.
36,000 cities.
36,000 cities. St. Mary's, how much will a consumer pay if he switches on the following gadget for the whole day? A 40-watt electric lamp. If we are
20,000 cedis.
no. If we are
22,100 cedis.
Benedicta,
48,000.
no. Charles,
480 cedis. 480.
It's not 48,000. Electric lamp is 40 watts, so you should have divided that by 1,000. Because it's not kilowatt, all right? So that's why you got it wrong. St. Peter's, Campbell again is to both schools. A stock solution of 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed of aluminum sulfate, that's La2SO4 into brackets 3, was prepared. St. Peter's, 50 centimeter cubed of this solution was diluted to 250 centimeter cubed. What is the concentration of the resultant solution with respect to aluminum ions? Oliver?
0.02 molar.
No. Charles?
1 molar.
No. Oliver for the last time.
0.04 molar.
St. Mary's. 100, the preamble is the same. We have a stock solution, 0.1 moles per decimeter cubed of aluminum sulfate. 100 centimeter cubed of the solution was diluted to 250 centimeter cubed. What is the concentration of the new solution with respect to sulfate ions? Benedicta,
0.12 million.
0.12 million. St. Peter's, if a circle is tangent to both x and y axes, and it is in the first quadrant with a radius of 1, what is the equation of the circle? Oliver.
X squared plus y squared equals 1.
Yes,
X
Joseph.
squared plus y squared is equal to 2.
No. Oliver.
X squared plus y squared equals -1.
St. Mary's, Epia.
X squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 2y is equal to 1.
No, I don't think that will multiply. I have x minus 1 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 1. If I was trying to multiply it out, I wouldn't get what you said. St. Mary's, what is the equation of a circle centered at the origin and radius 5? Yes, Bridget.
X squared plus y squared equals √5.
Equals?
Equals 5.
No.
Equals √5.
√5.
No. Yes, Benedicta.
X squared plus y squared is equal to 25.
Yes. St. Peter's. With what would you associate James Watson and Francis Crick? I want only one attempt. Only one attempt. Joseph.
Steam engine.
We are way off. St. Mary's for a bonus. If we are,
Structure of DNA.
yeah, structure of DNA. That's correct. We want say double-stranded, but the structure of DNA is double-stranded, so it's just St. Mary's. With what would you associate Edward Jenner? Edward Jenner. If you are,
Electricity.
you're also way off. St. Peter's for a bonus. Charles. Oh, sorry, Oliver.
Immunization or vaccination.
Okay. Immunization or vaccination. Viewers, that brings us to the end of round 4. And at the end of round 4, here are the scores. St. Mary's has 37 points, St. Peter's 61 points. Well, viewers, we've come to the last round, round 5 for this contest. Round 5 is in 2 parts. The first part deals with riddles. Here I give out clues, and the contestants should tell me the item about which I'm giving the clues. Both schools are competing to be the first to come up with the solution to the riddle, and therefore when they are ready to do so, they draw my attention by ringing a bell. The bell from St. Peter's sounds like this, and the bell from St. Mary's sounds like this. And so when they draw my attention that they are ready to give a solution, I give them a chance to do so. If their answer to the riddle is correct, when I've given out only 1 clue, they get 5 points. If I've given out only 2 clues, they get 4 points. And with any other number of clues, a correct solution to the riddle is worth 3 points. In an attempt to solve the riddle, if the school is unsuccessful, then the school is out of competition for that particular riddle, and they come back into the contest with the next riddle. Here are the rules for the first part of round 5. Good luck to both of you. Our first riddle goes like this. I am an array of numbers. My members are generated by multiplying the previous term by a constant number. Any of my 2 successive numbers, therefore, are in the same ratio. Who ran the bill? Oliver.
Geometric progression.
Geometric progression. Our second riddle. I am a large and diverse group of simple plants. My members may be unicellular or multicellular. My members are so fond of water that they are mostly found either in fresh water or in the sea. My members do not have roots, stems, or leaves, not even rudimentary ones. They also do not have conducting elements like xylem and phloem. Oliver.
Bryophytes.
One of my members, who is well known to biology students, is Spirogyra. All you. Yes, if you are
Chlorophyta.
chlorophyta, we wouldn't accept chlorophyta. We wanted algae, because there are other algae which are not chlorophyta. Okay. Our next riddle. I am a special type of force. I am caused by the motion of electrons. Since all substances contain electrons in one form of motion or the other, I am present in practically all substances. In most substances, however, my presence is marked by certain parameters such as electron spin. Because of this, people have... Oliver.
Electrostatic force.
No. Because of this, people have, since time immemorial, associated me with very few substances, notably those containing iron. I was first discovered in the natural oxide of iron called magnetite. Who am I? Benedicta.
Magnetic force.
Well, yeah, magnetism is the same as magnetic force. Well, I think my physics consultant specifically says don't accept magnet because this is a force. It's a magnetism. So if she says magnetic force, that's okay. Our last riddle. Chemically, I'm made of molecules containing 3 different elements. In my pure form, I'm a syrupy, clear liquid with less than 4% water by mass. I do not see eye to eye with most organic compounds. I devour them, leaving a black residue of carbon. I'm not boasting, but I'm the leading industrial synthetic chemical in the developed world. One more clue. I wonder how the transport industry will fare without me. Who am I? Benedicta. Sorry, if we are...
Petroleum.
No. Oliver.
H2O. Water.
No, it's H2SO4. H2SO4. Now let's move on to the last part of round 5. All right. This last part of second half of round 5, I make statements to the schools, and each school has its own statement. There's 10 seconds within which to tell me whether the statement made is true or false. If the answer is correct, they get 2 points. If the answer is not correct, they get a point deducted from the point they have already made. They don't have to answer whether the statement is true or false, in which case I pass the statement on to the other school for 2 points if they get it correct, or -1 if they don't. These are the rules. Start with St. Mary's. St. Mary's, the log of 1 to any base is 0. Clear?
True.
Yes, it's true. St. Peter's, The log of any number to the same base is 1. Joseph.
False.
True. St. Mary's, styrofoam, a white plastic material used for packing delicate objects, is a polymer of phenyl ethane. Benedicta.
It's false.
True. Sometimes you guess and you get it, sometimes you guess and you don't. No, it's false. St. Peter's, specific latent heat of vaporization has unit joules per kilogram per degree Celsius.
False.
It's false. Sweating generally occurs when a person's body temperature rises more than 0.5 degrees Celsius. St. Peter's. Well, it's true. They don't know and they don't want to take chances. St. Peter's. Polyethylene or polythene used for wrapping objects is obtained when ethane is polymerized under free radical conditions. Yes, Joseph.
It's false.
Hey. St. Mary's. In the dark stage of photosynthesis, water molecules are split into oxygen and hydrogen. Benedicta.
It's false.
False. St. Peter's. The light stage of photosynthesis occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast. Charles.
It's false.
Yes, it's false. St. Mary's. The intersection of the set of integers and the set of irrational numbers is empty. Benedicta.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. St. Peter's. The union of the sets of rational and irrational numbers is equal to the set of real numbers. Oliver.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. St. Mary's. Platelets or platelets are cell fragments produced in the bone marrow. Bridget.
It's true.
Yes, it's true. St. Peter's. The dilation of arteries results in an increase in blood pressure.
It's false.
Yes, it's false. St. Mary's. If one finds that there is condensation on the inner surface of a windscreen, it means that it is colder inside the car than it is outside. Benedicta.
It's true.
The reverse is true, Benedicta. No, it's false. St. Peter's. If one finds that there is condensation on the inner surface of a windscreen, it means that there is humid air outside the car. Oliver.
It's false.
It's false. It's false. Last two statements to the two schools. St. Mary's. Diffusion and effusion of gases are the same process. Bridget.
False.
Yes, it's false. Last statement to St. Peter's. St. Peter's, ammonia and carbon dioxide will diffuse at the same rate. Oliver.
It's false.
Yes, it's false. Well, viewers, this brings us to the end of this contest.
For a more active life, rich and creamy Amstel Malta, the international quality low-sugar malt drink. Yeah, that's the way I like my malt drink, Amstel Malta. Low sugar with pleasurable taste and pure nourishment. For you to enjoy again and again. I like it.
I like it.
Amstel Malta. Look good, feel good.
Well, Well, viewers, here are the scores at the end of this contest. St. Mary's had 48 points and St. Peter's had 74 points. Well, viewers, St. Peter's has won to join the people who have already made it in the next round. But they are telling me that they are not too happy with their scores. So we'll see how they perform in the next round. Please make a date with us next week because we are leaving the Saints this time. We are going to a different level of hierarchy when Pope John's meets Archbishop Portes. The Pope is going to meet the Archbishop in the next encounter. And this will be the first appearance for the girls from Archbishop Portes Secondary School. So please join us to see what happens. I hope to see you next week and have a pleasant day.